All right, everyone, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet. This is part 4 for episode 23 for July 23rd, 2023. Now, I don't possibly know how we are going to top a song from my personal playlist that someone actually leaked here in this last part. I don't know how we can actually get better than that. But we're going to try, because we still got about 90 minutes left on the show. So let's see what the next video is that was selected and nominated by a member. I think this will be interesting, although for those of you who don't like fighting games, are probably going to hate it.
Yeah, but Ryu, bro, on record, modern Ryu is better than classic Ryu. So if you play modern Ryu, you're here. If you play classic Ryu, all those Ryu players that I fight to get masters, I'll see you on rank, bro. Thanks for the points. What's up, everybody? This is Justin Wong, and it's already been past 1 month.
It's Justin Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Wong, the man who I knew as a kid in Chinatown Fair, a 16-year-old playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He was a prodigy back in the day, and saw him come up in fighting games. I was there at B5 when he won the Nationals in Marvel 2 in the United States. It was the first time he had ever won a major tournament. I was there in person, rooting him on. It was pretty crazy. He makes his own content on YouTube. It's all fighting game focused. He does 100% fighting game content. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go check him out. I recommend it. He knows his shit. He's going to know more technical shit than most people out there because he's spent most of his major life playing fighting games and nothing else. Okay? So it looks like he has a Street Fighter 6 tier list. Now, he has 17 minutes. We're not watching 17 minutes of this. All right? Maybe we'll watch a few minutes of it and skip around. We're not watching the whole video. Okay. By the way, his glasses are completely crooked.
Street Fighter 6 release. Time to make that tier list.
There you go.
Make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification because, we're talking about the $1 million tier list. The tier list of Street Fighter 6.
All right, let's skip right ahead until he starts doing the tier list. I don't need to hear the intro.
And what I mean by random is that he could put himself in plus frame situations by using his the perfect punches and stuff like that. And you could just kind of try to sneak.
So this webcam.
Best level 1 in the game. Level 2 is fast as shit. Level 3 goes through fireballs, good enough, right? Modern Luke is also busted. So if you want to counter pick, let's say you're fighting against a matchup that you're like, maybe I can't win with Luke. Modern Luke will smoke that because he could do easy input supers, easy input level 3s, easy input dragon punches. To be honest, if you were able to find a way to play both at the highest level, that's probably all you need. Next character I want to put as
so this is interesting. Already I could tell that Justin is a humongous proponent of modern. He's basically saying modern just improves upon most of the gameplay of these characters. When modern mode, this is a different kind of controlling of the game, by the way, modern controls versus standard controls, or classic it's called. A lot of people were like, well, modern controls won't be that popular or powerful because there's a damage nerf to it. You do less damage if you're playing modern, and also you can't do all the combos. But what even notable players are finding is that the modern versions are still insanely good to the point where some people, like the top Lily right now in the world, is using modern controls Lily. Most people are actually going for modern rather than classic if it's a character that doesn't need complex inputs. So it seems like modern is pretty damn viable.
2 is Guile, and I'm gonna tell you why. You can't stop Sonic Boom. Think about your character.
I agree.
You can't stop the boom, right? What are you doing to stop the boom? By guessing. You have to guess to stop the boom. There's no clear answer that you can stop the boom. Cammy probably has the best move. OD Spinning Knuckle is the best anti-projectile move in the world. But guess what? You can't even react to the boom with that move and punish him accordingly.
He's right. I've been saying this since I've been playing. The Sonic Boom is so fast, you just can't seem to react to it in this game, right? I get hit by it all the time. I try to just neutral jump over it, and I can't. I think he's dead on correct.
Can't. You have to guess. So because you have to guess, it's just too inconsistent. The only character that can stop Gao's boom is Dawson. On reaction, he could do down fierce. But guess what? If he does light boom, the light boom will trade with Dawson's fierce. JP is a pure counter to Gao because he could just pierce, right? Pierce.
Yeah,
but
true.
Gao has great offense. Gao could technically, if he stays in the mid-range, he could just trap you there and just play offense all day. Drive rush, bazooka knee, that's a mad degenerate drive rush. So that's why I think Gao's up there. He's the character that nobody ever can be like, yo, I'm gonna smoke this Gao player. Jury, that's a $1 million character. We seen it as CEO. Jury is ridiculous. YOLO drive rushes is everything just lands in the combos.
Yep.
She's still technically playing Street Fighter 5. And the reason why I say she's still playing Street Fighter 5 is because she has plus. What
have I been saying? The top tiers in the game, everything is completely safe. no risk, all reward. When he's saying plus, it means that she has advantage every single time she attacks. You can't do anything. She just keeps you locked. And if she gets one hit, insane combo. Everything he's saying, I 1,000,000% agree with him. He's completely correct on everything.
The stores, the fireballs is so degenerate. Like the light fireball, OD fireball, great anti-airs, great reversal, has a dive kick. Level 1's great super to use
Great
to stall
tools.
time, to
Amazing
get back drive
tools.
gauge, to just take away drive gauge. And the crazy part is, Jury's not even done being explored. Her Feng Shui engine, her level 2 install super, that super is probably so underrated, so broken. And you'll probably see more of that super as time goes on. She's already top tier, but still not finished in terms of exploration. I'm gonna put Cammy up there, baby.
Yeah,
That's a
I
$1
agree.
million character right there. She has the best move to stop projectiles, except for
Remember what I was saying is that almost the entire top tier plays the same. Think of Luke, Jury, Cammy. Not Guile, but Luke, Jury, and Cammy, all of them. That mid-range, insanely good normals, drive rushes are all ridiculously good, great option. They're all the same character almost. A little different because I would say because Luke has the zoning with the fireball, but they're almost the same character. And yet, that's everyone I said was top tier, and he's agreeing. Like everyone I said was top tier is right there in the top tier. I'm gonna move on. Who else does he say is top tier?
Don't knock down.
Ken, no
Now,
shit.
Because it doesn't knock down in this game, it's so much better than knockdown fireballs because of drive rush mechanic. And Ken has so many like classic Street Fighter 2 traps where if he throws a fireball and you try to jump over them, he could just run Dragon Punch, right? Very Street Fighter 2 style. Standing heavy kick also becoming -5 is actually broken because obviously if you get a punish counter off of it, you get the run Dragon Lash kick. He can side switch with run Dragon Lash in a combo.
Side
His
switching.
flaming Tatsu.
Right.
Corner carry you all day. He literally has a coast-to-coast combo. If you check somebody's grab attempt or like frame trap attempt with jab, you get a full combo into side switch. I think his supers are just like whatever, they're just supers. But I do think Ken is hard to play. Getting the run down, that's gonna take you the longest time compared to like other characters, right? That's what I personally think. DJ is freaking amazing.
He's literally agreeing with everything I've said about the game. Dead on. 1,000,000% he is agreeing with everything I've said about the game. Like, every character that I've said, and for the reasons I've said. You know? Who else? Oh, now he's going to B rank? Okay.
Drive rush frame data.
He thinks Maurice's B rank. Actually, let's go to the end, and let's see his final rankings. At the end. That it? Okay.
Afterwards, even if you do a level 1, that's trash. Level 3.
Okay. So, here we go. He thinks Luke, Guile, Jury, Cammy, Ken, and DJ are top tier. That mid-tier is Marisa, Blanca, JP, Chun-Li, E. Honda, and Dalsim. He thinks that kind of lower tier is Jamie, Ryu, Lily, Minot, and Kimberly. And then lowest of the tier is Zangief. You know, I think the only thing I might disagree with there, taking a look at those rankings, I actually think that Minot is probably one tier up. I think. And I actually think that Lily, he's giving Lily too much credit. I actually think Lily is one tier down. I think she's tied for bottom tier with Zangief. I'll also say I don't think Honda is mid-tier. I think Honda's low tier. I just think what it is that online, it's too hard to react to what he's doing. It's a guessing game. I think offline, people are going to spank Honda players. Like, just constantly spank them. But online, it's a little harder. But outside of that, I think that's a pretty dead-on tier list. Except Hondo down 1, Minot up 1, Honda down 1, Lily down 1. And that's probably my tier list of Street Fighter 6. There you go. Good stuff. Justin with a good tier list. Good for him. Check out his channel. He's probably got great stuff on there.
400 years into the future, two Arcadians set out on a mission to both warn humanity of the dangers of the current climate conditions and show our species its great potential should we work together. And so we begin, known to the Arcadians as the Reckoning, in the year 2040.
So the future of humanity, AI will predict 400 years in 3 minutes. The reckoning starts in 2040. Okay.
Where society's efforts to push initiatives and agendas of sustainability failed due to humanity's obsession with over-consumerism. Next, we have the dystopian era, taking...
So over-consumerism will destroy the planet by 2040. And then we're going to hit a dystopia. Okay.
Place in the year 2070, where the living conditions are inconceivably depressing, unhygienic, and inhumane.
Huh.
Also, with the sheer mismanagement of waste dumping around our beloved planet in space, leading world governments to assemble the people of the nations. After much trial and tribulation, we move on to the year 2100, the retreat, devised as a plan for the rest and recovery of our natural world. In the year 2100, humanity looks to live away from the surface for 50 years.
Huh.
And so a new chapter begins.
That's fascinating. So we would actually look to live away from the surface of the planet, whether it's we're up high up in like high-rise buildings or maybe underground, and then we return to the surface in 2022 or 2200. Huh.
With the return, the year 2200, and upon returning to the surface, humanity finds that the plan to allow nature to once again flourish worked outstandingly. And that all
Wow.
the greatest scientists, pioneers, futurists, and imagineers devising methods of revolving the current society's technology and architecture.
I mean, that's fascinating, but how would that work? Just because we're high up in a high-rise building doesn't mean that the pollution still isn't going to affect the planet, right? Same thing, we're living underground. It doesn't mean that all the things that we're doing aren't still going to hurt the planet just because we're not on the surface. I don't know how that would be possible. Why would there be a revitalization of the surface of the planet because we're not living on it? That's a little weird.
Botanism. And with efforts of prosperity, humanity begins rebuilding with nature in the year 2250. The Imagineers and visionaries of today in 2250 use biomimetic 4D printing in order to grow architecture.
So
All
what they're
from
saying is
natural
they're going to use
matter.
biological matter and biological means of building to create structures. Rather than today, we're using cold steel and brick and mortar and things like that. They're saying use naturally biodegradable materials to build. Is that what he's saying?
Artificially reproduced and edited for our needs, and once again assemble harmonious routine life into local labor.
The restart.
And just when our technological development peaked as we thought, in comes the new frontier of what we consider to be the nature of life itself. We've finally done it. The singularity is here. Humans have merged with AI and uploaded themselves to the digital realm, leaving behind all manners of physicality, therefore solidifying our position as a Type 1 civilization with our eyes fixated on the next challenge.
So that's pretty crazy. Did you hear how it just ended? It ended that humans decide they don't want to be in the physical realm anymore, and we all upload our consciousness to an AI virtual existence forever, and somehow that's better. That's what the AI came up with, because AI predicted this. So for the end game, AI believes that everyone becoming AI is the end game. That's a little scary, is it not? Right? Like, basically the only way to evolve is to completely change the nature of what you are and not be biological anymore. I don't know if I believe that. Right? I don't know. That's a little that's creepy. Yeah, that's like, exactly. A few people are saying it's like the game Soma. Yeah, right. That's pretty creepy, man. I don't know. Do you really want to just live in a virtual existence forever? Right? I don't know. I don't know how that would be. I don't know if that's what we want. Because at any time, it could be destroyed anyway. Because obviously, the virtual existence has to be housed somewhere in the physical world. What if that gets destroyed or whatever? Right? That was interesting. All right, anyway, let's continue. Looks like we got an Asmongold video.
Let's see here.
So hold on. Honestly, the Diablo Season 4 is not that bad. He's reacting to it. So I think I need to give some context to this. Diablo 4 Season 1 released the other day. When they released it, all the hardcore Diablo 4 players went crazy in a negative way, stating that basically what they did across the board was they nerfed everything good about the game. Anything that was powerful was made weak. Anything that was a way to gain experience quickly was nerfed. So now, not only are you weaker and the game's less fun to play, but also it takes too long to level up, making the game incredibly unfun. And all the Diablo players freaked out, and apparently they just did like a town hall meeting online a day or two ago where they destroyed the game developers, and the game developers kind of like publicly apologized and said we screwed everything up and we're going to try to fix it. Okay, so I think what this is a video. I think Asmongold is going to react to someone saying that the changes were not that bad. We'll watch a little bit of it. I mean, I'm not a huge Diablo 4 guy, but let's see what the reasoning is here.
Diablo 4, I love and hate Season 1. People want me to watch this. Is this the one? This is the one, isn't it? This is the one.
This is the one. Here it is.
I've been playing Season 1 for 6 hours straight.
Wait. Hold up.
I've been playing Season 1 for 6 hours straight. This is going to be my first impressions on so far how I have felt about it. Couple things to keep in mind. I am playing hardcore and I am playing solo, and I am not min-maxing any build. I specifically don't really know anything about the minion build. I decided I want to do Thorns and I want to do Minion, and I want to try out the new Bloodlands aspect and try out the new Caged Hearts, etc. So I'm kind of going into it from a fresh perspective, much like I did when the game actually originally launched. Now, I'm going to say first of all, and I'll go into my reasons why.
Wow, the inventory looks great. Man, I can't wait.
But this has been more fun in Season 1 than I expected. It actually was quite enjoyable. The reason for this is I don't know if this is just a Necromancer thing or not, but the Caged Hearts, even the ones you get early, actually feel pretty good. Surprisingly good, and I will give you one such example now. So the new hearts I have do multiple things, but one of the ones I have automatically cast whatever is on my corpse bar. For instance, it actually counts Raised Skeleton as one, and it counts Corpse Tendrils as one. What's amazing about this is it has a completely separate cooldown and spam than the actual one I have. You can see Corpse Tendrils is actually proccing very often.
That's
the way this actually works is it goes left to right. So if I have Corpse Tendrils here, and then I have Corpse Explosion here, it's actually going to do the one I want here first, and then it will do this one if this one is currently on cooldown, okay?
That's
now,
good.
Raised Skeleton itself actually works with this too, which is very surprising. So if I go here and I put in Decrepify, lose all my minions, okay, and then I put minions back,
right. This is all very technical. Basically what he's saying is the build is improved because it's auto-casting spells for him in order he wants specifically, and it makes it a more passive thing he doesn't have to actively control when he's playing, but it's still really good for his game. I get that, but that doesn't really fit in. I don't know. Let's keep going, I guess.
Bar here, now I have no minions. But watch what happens. It is actually a fairly intelligent Caged Heart. And if you're wondering what's doing this, it's this one right here. Vicious Heart, walking near corpses automatically activates an equipped corpse skill. With summoning...
Does that mean that the skeletons do less damage, though? I wonder. Because it said that the skill does 38% less damage.
All right, Howard Baxter says skip to the last 20 seconds. Seriously? Because this is all technical, and I don't really get what we're getting at. Let's skip ahead a bit.
Kind of cool, not too big of a deal, but then you have to remember that this actually has the automatic casting from things like Corpse Explosion as well. So if I am in a Blood Mist and I'm near, it is still going to cast and explode corpses. What this actually means for me is that once we have the boots that makes it where the Blood Mist explosion is at... I actually just lost my hardcore...
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god! Wait, what the fuck?
What happened? I don't get it. Oh, he died! That was his hardcore character!
While trying to explain this to you, I changed my mind. I hate this season.
Ha 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 ha! Yo, it was his hardcore character. If he dies once, he loses the entire run and has to start the game over. So he's explaining a new build, and the build backfires from the way he expected it to work. He died and lost all his work. And you heard what he said? He said, oh, I changed my mind. I now hate this season. Let's watch it again.
Okay, that's kind of cool, not too big of a deal. But then you have to remember that this actually has the automatic casting from things like Corpse Explosion as well. So if I am in a Blood Mist and I'm near, it is still going to cast and explode corpses. What this actually means for me is that once we have the boots that makes it where the Blood Mist explosion is at... I actually just lost my hardcore...
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. That's insane.
Oh my god! Wait, what the fuck?
So he's testing the new build and discovers live that the new build can kill yourself, and suicided himself and lost his hardcore character. So Blizzard designed a build that you can murder yourself and lose your progress because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. That's incredible.
Character, while trying to explain this to you,
Oh
I
my-
changed my mind. I hate this season.
Wow.
Wow.
Someone just said, is he a paid actor? Well, that was something else. So basically trying to explain the build, he died to one random enemy's explosion because his build, you know, he was thinking, oh, this is going to show off the build. The build got him killed. Wow. That's remarkable. What is this? Call of Duty Black Ops 3, my creations of Lance 10 and others? I have no... Oh, is this custom? Oh, someone made a bunch of custom content for Black Ops 3, is it? Yeah, look at this. They brought like YouTube logos. That would have this like Gears of War 4, a Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, look. So basically, someone made a bunch of custom skins. I know you could do this in Call of Duty, correct? You could make a ton of customized skins and things. What is that? Actually, I don't know what this is. It's a character from something. It says Wii U. He's got a knife that says Wii U in his hand, right? So I'm aware of this. I know there's entire communities who do this stuff. I don't really care about it. You know, I'm not that heavily into Call of Duty to care about the created content. I'm just curious, is there anything here that's like notable? Is this the character he made? Lance 210? Who's Lance 210? It's a self-promotion thing. People are saying it's not a big deal. All right. Oh, UFC. Like, you have a UFC logo on your gun and stuff. Yeah, see, look. The paint job. Interesting. All right. What is this? Excuse me, I burped. What game is this? This is Sonic... Oh, wait, that's Amy? Sonic Origins, Amy hitting a jackpot 3 times in a row. So, what's the big deal, though? This is Sonic Origins, but you're playing as Amy instead of Sonic. I don't get it. Let's go to the next video. I don't even understand what I'm watching. What is this? Metaball Studios. All measurements are approximate? Measurements of what? Video game map size comparisons. Okay. So what they're showing you is map sizes in various different games and how they compare to each other. Look at that. Rocket League Arena, Assassin's Creed 2 Florence, World of Tanks. Never played World of Tanks. Apex Legends, World's Edge. That's the world map of Apex Legends right there. A lot of people don't realize how small the world map of Assassin's Creed 2 actually was. Those classic Assassin's Creeds had very small maps, actually. Fortnite Chapter 1. Grand Theft Auto 3. There you go. The original Liberty City. Call of Duty Warzone. That's current Warzone. Okay. Marvel's Spider-Man. Cool. So just for comparison, there's Liberty City, and then there's Marvel Spider-Man, which technically are both supposed to be New York City. But look at the dramatic difference in size, right? Mafia. Oh, the original Mafia. Metal Gear Solid 5. L.A. Noir's L.A., California. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Seriously? Wow, Skyrim's pretty small. Skyrim is actually pretty small in comparison. Is it really shocking, though? I mean, in Skyrim, you're on foot or on horse. You're not driving. So that's why it seems so big, right? I guess that makes sense. I like the music. GTA San Andreas, much bigger than Skyrim. Look at that. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion looks like around the same, if not even a little bit bigger than Skyrim. Horizon Zero Dawn, pretty damn big. Look at that. PUBG. Burnout Paradise. Okay, it's a driving game. Forza Horizon 4. I played that. That was a good game. 4 was the UK. 3 was Mexico. 4 was the UK, or was 4 Mexico and 5 the UK? Now I can't remember. Red Dead Redemption 2. Wow, that map is pretty large. Pretty damn large. GTA 5 is actually quite small. Smaller than I thought it would be. Assassin's Creed Origins as well. I thought Origins was much bigger than that. Yeah. Far Cry 6. That was the latest Far Cry. I didn't think the Far Cry 6 map was that big. Cyberpunk, alright. Although, let's be honest, you're taking a look at that Cyberpunk map, right? You're not going to go to 90% of that map. Like, you're just going to be in the city and a little bit of the outskirts, and that's it. You're never going to go to all of that mountains and shit around it. So that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of like deceptive almost with the way that they're showing that. You know what I mean? Witcher 3 was very large, so I'm not surprised to see how big Witcher 3 is. It's like huge. 52 square miles. Ark Survival Evolved, I never played Ark. World of Warcraft is ginormous. I knew that. Even from back in the day, the World of Warcraft map was ginormous. DayZ is bigger than World of Warcraft? I mean, I never played it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was gonna say, probably Odyssey and Valhalla are ginormous. Those are really huge maps. So that's not surprising to see how big that one is. Yes, Derek says this is a YouTube channel focused on 3D animations. And they show the difference between various real and fictional animals, buildings, vehicles, and other things. Arma 3? I don't even know what Arma is. I never even heard of it. Arma? No. Lord of the Rings Online. It's an MMO, huh? Never played it. Bought it, never played it. It didn't work on my PC when I bought it. Black Desert Online. That's a MMO. What the hell? Ghost Recon Wildlands is 170 square miles? What the hell? Did anyone even play Ghost Recon Wildlands? True Crime Streets of LA is 240 square miles. A true crime game from 100 years ago? Holy shit. Guild Wars Night. Oh, Guild Wars was very popular back in the day. I don't know if it still is. Just Cause 2. Oh my god. Asheron's Call. No idea what that is. Final Fantasy 15. That is not surprising. Final Fantasy 15 was a very large game that covered a lot of different regions of a map. You know, that's not surprising to see. That's ginormous. Okay. Test Drive Unlimited 2? No, I never played that one. Whoa, what's this? It's a full virtual United States. The Crew. An actual virtual US. 2,300 square miles. Fuel? I don't even know what fuel is. 5,500 square miles. Whoa! Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall was the size of Great Britain. World War II Online, which I've never heard of. Look at that. Huge. Whoa! Elder Scrolls Arena. Don't know what that is either. Arena? Never heard of it. And that's it? Those are the biggest maps, huh? Of course, a Flight Simulator is the entire size of the planet, so I guess that's fair enough. Right. Oh my god, Minecraft is bigger than the size of the planet. It is, look. Star Citizen. Yes. But that's just tiny. Let's actually look at the biggest one. Let's look at the biggest game. Here it comes. Ready? It's coming. What's bigger than this? Let's find out. Ready? Here we go. Let's zoom out. Keep going. Here it is. Gomez's Hamburger. Gomez's Delicious Hamburger. The Pillars of Creation. EVE Online. EVE Online is even bigger. Yes. Pretty crazy we know all this, right? We know all this about space. That's just wild that we know that much. Oh yeah, Elite Dangerous is exactly the same size as the Milky Way Galaxy. We all know that. And then No Man's Sky is completely indeterminate. It's the biggest game ever made. We all know that, right? Yeah, right. Anyway, what a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, it's a fascinating video. All right, that was part 4. We got 2 parts left of DSP versus the internet for this week. Thank you for watching, everyone, and for those who are supported, thank you as well. Let's get to the next parts. Thank you all for, and let's continue. Very nice.